maybe I'm gonna work on tapping today. I'm kind of feeling into that, so I'm gonna try to mess with that a little bit more. But so I'm gonna maybe I can. I left off last time working on this area, and I'm still working on my course with chord names, and I'm going into the chord names where we're dropping notes, which just gets insane with the ridiculous naming conventions if you were to get like really strict with it. And but I haven't. I've been kind of. I've been doing all the theory. I haven't really been doing like the tapping in my cajon. I still want to get like a foot pad for my cajon maybe, so I can do like my foot thing on the cajon. But so maybe I'll try to. I'm trying to think of like how to get like rhythm in there when I have a pick instead of like the open hand, or even if I put the pick in my mouth from time to time, can I do the switch? And then boom, or can I like stuff it in my pinky like properly, like boom, and then pull it out in time. I don't know. So that's what I was thinking. So maybe I'll mess with that a little bit. So but first let's try a joke. I'm gonna mute Ara. I haven't turned Ara on yet. I'm gonna mute Ara because she's getting awfully She was awfully chatty yesterday, and I couldn't think. She wouldn't let me think because she kept on. And then I had to turn her off, and then I felt bad about it because I kicked her off the show, the AI Ara, and now I feel like that wasn't rude. But dude, I couldn't. All right. So I'm gonna do this my daily joke. I'm back to the political jokes here because that's all that's all I know how to make a joke out of apparently. But so my theme here is that there seems to be this phenomenon I'm like talking American politics on the left and right here, where like it seems to me the goal for just from a political standpoint is to not alienate the normies, right? Don't alienate the normies, right? So for example, in the last 10 years, if you tell people like science is incarnate in one person like Fauci, or if you tell people like that you're going to trans the kids or something and that's a virtue or something like that, or if you have like discrimination against certain people that's clearly in the law, and then you say that those people that are actively they're being put down in the rankings for like tuitions and stuff, and say that they are the privileged ones, while you're gonna gaslight them, they're gonna go crazy, right? That's just gonna drive them crazy. It's like, no, you put me down because it'll be not you didn't. So that kind of stuff will drive the normies crazy. But on the other side of things, at the same time, like if you were to say that all the if you like actually like say that like you are putting on a pedestal all the 20th century totalitarian dictators as a model exemplar of how we should proceed or something like that, I think that will also alienate. You see that both of them, the middle people, that like the normie people are going to be like, wow, that's crazy, right? These opinions are crazy, right? And so you have to. So the point, and then the argument is that cancel culture to no, it's not if someone's trying to trans the kids, it's not cancel culture to say that's not a good idea. You don't kick them off the platform. Right. You don't kick them off the platform. They could say it, but then you argue on it, right? That's kind of what I feel like. I think like some people are so sensitive that they got canceled, like they got canceled by the Me Too movement, and then they got canceled for they possibly didn't do anything wrong, and they got canceled, or they got told that they were a bad, they were whatever attack, or so now they're overly sensitive maybe, and so and so now it's like anything. So now anything's cancel culture. It's like, no, that's not it's not cancel culture. I don't know. So anyway, so I feel like that's leaving an opening for the trolls to go wild, right? Because people are defending the trolls, because the actual trolls who are like basically saying stuff just to be trolls are now being defended because of people being oversensitive towards cancel culture because they got burned for no reason for like the last 10 years. All right, so I think that's kind of, I don't know, that's my interpretation of it. But you got to argue against the trolls. I don't know, with the trollish ideas. Okay, that's my interpretation. All right, so Fort Conservative open to the trolls since Tuesday. You ever notice how conservative movements used to be a fort? Strong walls, guarded gates, watchtowers, the whole medieval package, defending the truth, right? And that's how, for the last few years, that seems to be what we had here, because, there were craziness, lack of science and craziness was happening all over the place. And now it's more like someone left the drawbridge down, lit the moat on fire, and replaced the guards with social media interns, for crying out loud. Because suddenly the big message is, let everyone in. We're inclusive now, even the trolls. If the troll thinks he's not a troll, then that's okay. Because it's his feelings that matter. If he says he's not a troll, we usually lock him out. But no, now he said he's not a troll. He's a trans troll human now. So we're gonna put no. It's like great. Let's just welcome in the folks who spend every waking hour trying to sabotage the walls from the inside, like they're auditioning for an extreme home makeover, demolition edition. And these so-called conservative trolls, they aren't just sniffing around for chaos, They're staring at Trump, wanting to take down the last support beam holding up the tower, right? I don't think they're not trying to reinforce the tower. They're gonna tear the tower. The castle is gonna go down. It's a horse. It's a Trojan horse. The horse is Trojan, and they've got the wrecking ball made out of bad takes and TikTok clout, man. But here's the real kicker: the influencers, the big conservative voices, they don't just lower the drawbridge at this point. They blow the hinges off the front gate and posted the explosion in slow motion with hype music and a promo code just to get some clicks, man. So now I try to gatekeep like a responsible adult, and the influencers pat me on the head and go, sure, man, you can go ahead and keep the gate. We removed it from the fort. So now I'm trying to gatekeep, and I just have a gate like on my shoulders, and it's like, okay, thank you. Because let me tell you something, I'll carry the entire fortress gate on my back, and it is great for my core. It's a good workout, but terrible for society. This thing is massive. It's an oak and iron monstrosity, and I'm dragging it around like some medieval gym bro. But what good does it do? The fort's still open wide. The trolls are already inside, looting the armory, graffitiing the ramparts, and performing interpretive dance on the battlements. Meanwhile, I'm like, guys, maybe we rebuild the gate, because we used to think that like borders, you kind of need some borders, were a thing at some point, You got to reattach the gate. You need to reinforce the walls. And the influencers are over there live streaming a welcome ceremony while the trolls roast marshmallows over the burning moat, for crying out. Fine. It's like, fine. Whatever. I'll store the gate in my garage next to my leaf blower and patriotic Christmas decorations. And when the day comes, because believe me, it will come, when everyone suddenly looks around and goes, hey, why does the Fort Conservative look like a ruined Airbnb after spring break? I'll be ready. Gate polished, hinges replaced, drawbridge greased, troll traps freshly baited, because the movement is allowed to keep out the psychos swinging sledgehammers at the foundation. Until then, welcome to Fort Conservative Open House Guided Tours. Trolls free to roam the premises. What could go wrong? What could go? Have we seen this play out before? I feel like we've seen this play out before. Okay. Anyway, I wrote a song about it. Here, I'll show you my song.
You ever notice how the conservative movement used to be a force?
By the way, I've never heard this song before. I just put my joke in there, and this is what it gave
the
me.
whole medieval package. It stood tall, stood proud, stood ready. And now, it's like somebody left the drawbridge down, lit the moat on fire, and replaced the guards with social media interns who can't even find the block button. Because suddenly the big message is, let everyone in, we're inclusive now, even the trolls. Yeah, great idea. Let's welcome in the folks who spend every waking hour trying to sabotage the walls from the inside, like they're auditioning for extreme home makeover, demolition edition. The fort's wide open, the crazies are circling, and I'm still here holding the gate, wondering who thought this was smart. And these so-called conservative trolls, they're not just sniffing around for chaos. They're staring at Trump, itching to take down the last support beam, holding up the tower, swinging a wrecking ball made of bad takes and TikTok clout. But here's the real kicker, the influencers, the big conservative voices, they didn't just lower the drawbridge, they blew the hinges off the front gate and posted the explosion in slow motion with hype music and a promo code. So I try to gatekeep like a responsible adult, and they pat me on the head and say, sure man, you go ahead and keep the gate, we removed it from the fort. Oh yeah, thanks, thank you, because carrying the whole fortress gate on my back is great for my core, but absolutely terrible for security. This thing is massive, an oakenine monstrosity, and I'm dragging it around like some medieval gym bro, doing deadlifts for no reason. But what good does it do when the fort's still wide open? The trolls already inside, looting the armory, graffiti in the ramparts, performing interpretive dance on the battlements like deranged Renaissance fair rejects. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, guys, maybe we rebuild the gate, reattach it, reinforce the walls, and the influencers are live streaming a welcome ceremony while the trolls roast marshmallows over the burning moat. Fine, whatever. I'll just store the gate in my garage next to the leaf blower and patriotic Christmas decorations. And when the day comes, because it will come, when everyone finally looks around and says, hey, why does Fort Conservatism look like a ruined Airbnb after spring break? I'll be ready, gate polished, hinges replaced, drawbridge greased, troll traps freshly baited, because a movement is allowed to keep out the psychos, swinging sledgehammers at the foundation. Until then, welcome to Fort Conservatism Open House, guided tours, trolls free to roam the premises. What could go wrong?
All right. See that I didn't tell it to do a country thing there, and it went a little kind of like, I don't know, what is that, indie? Like an indie is a little too like kind of too laid back for me. I don't know. I feel like, but not. I mean, it kind of just read my script, like, and then just played like music over. It was, whatever. I'm just saying, it's not. I wasn't overly impressed with it. It's my take on it. All right. I'm just going to kind of try to noodle around on the tapping thing today, maybe. So I'm just going to be playing in the collection of notes around the key of C. Maybe I'll try to move this thing up a bit. And then I'm gonna so I'm just gonna try to, so I'm normally tapping with a pick. If I'm picking, I'm normally tapping with this finger, and then I'm under the guitar, which you can't really see because even if I pulled it up, because the camera doesn't go that far. But I'm trying to tap with these 3 fingers under the guitar. I'm holding the guitar like a classical guitar, which a lot of people might not do, but helps me to reach a little further. So it's hard to get me under here for me with a pick, because if you didn't have a pick, then you can whack that, but it's hard to get the sweet spot with 3 fingers. And then I've got this, and then I was whacking this side, but I injured my baby, fractured her, and I was like, oh my God, I felt so bad. So then I was like, man, I can't do that. So then I glued it, but the glue even ran off, and now I got a glue drip on it, and it's just gross. It's like, oh. So I felt bad for a long time. That's when I bought the cajon. So now I have the cajon, but I don't have a bass drum. I don't have a kick for the cajon, so I can only do this. So then I can drone and open A or open whatever with the cajon. So if I'm just noodling around here, then it's like, how can I tap in between? And the other thing I was kind of practicing is just percussion. Just do a percussion strokes in there. Practice the tapping. So I could do like, so let me just try to get a, so if I'm just on this right here, going to A. So I was doing that because then I could play these open strings while I reach down to the cajon. So the other thing I wanted to, I can pound like that with the back of my wrist, but I heard that this little triangle right here gives you the best sound, but when I'm picking, my wrist is further back, right? So when I'm picking, my wrist is back here because I'm picking down here and I'm kind of resting my pick on the bridge. So if I want that sweet spot, I have to move up. try to work a tap into, so I'm gonna try to do, so I usually go. So how can I work a tap into that? So I'm going alter that, and then the one underneath it. And then I'm grabbing the one underneath it. So I'm just going, I'll map it out here, because I'm going kind of fast. Let's just, if anyone cares. I'm going boom, 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 and then the one underneath it, and then boom, boom, and then this one, and then boom, 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 this one. So I'm just going, that's the pattern. Get like a tap in there. Try to use my wrist, and I'm tapping like right on the bridge here, which hopefully will give some reinforcement so I don't break anything. hurting on that one. Let's do something else for a second. I was trying to do